Let's start today's video with the mandatory, incredulous statement that we are already just a little bit over half the year of 2026 gone, which is shocking. So yeah, I'm a few days late, but I do want to talk about the first 6 months of the year. They have been very heavy with releases, and we're not even to holiday yet. You know, holiday releases start sometimes in August. I know, it's crazy. So before we get into that, it's still July, let's talk about the first half of the year. And I'm going to do my favorites, the best of releases. Now let me just tell you how I went about this, and then we're going to start. I did divide it into categories. So I'm going to do my favorite complexion, my favorite blush, my favorite lipstick. But it's not just a best of, and I'm not going to rank. What I am doing here is I'm going to talk about products that I have had extensive time, 6 months worth, to play with, to navigate, to reach for, to use. These are products that have been released in the first half of 2026 that I continually reach for on my own, not just for videos, not just to talk to you guys, but to go out and live my own life. So these have made it past my testing phases. I feel they last long enough, and I enjoy them for me, which I think says something. Or I hope it says something anyway. So let's dive into it. These are the Not Fit for Print Beauty favorite 2026 beauty releases so far. Half year check-in. All right, let's start with complexion. I do have quite a few of those. We've had a lot of complexion releases. I have not disliked any of them, but these are my favorites. The first is the Estée Lauder Nutriv. Now this is a large, it's large, it's in charge, it's expensive, but it's beautiful. This is almost like a balm. First of all, it's got that Rubik's Cube top that defies my... This is almost like a, it's a little bit like a What the Foundation, or, you know, any of those kind of Chantecaille has. But this is my favorite. It's really light. It truly, the Nutriv line from Estée Lauder, of course, is a skincare line. And this really does go on. I don't mean that it has skincare benefits, because you know, everything does these days. This actually goes on like skincare. You just kind of use your hands and rub it in. And there's just something about it, and then it melts into your skin like a moisturizer would, or like skincare would, and yet it gives you kind of a, it reduces redness and gives your skin a glow, and I am most impressed with it. I really am, and I reach for it a lot. It's fun to use, it's nice to use, it's comfortable to use. Now, all of the products that we're going to talk about here, I have done extensive reviews on that you can find on my channel. If for some reason YouTube, which is Google, which started as a search engine, you think it'd be easier to search something. It's not always. If you can't find a specific review, let me know. I'll drop you a link to it. So sometimes YouTube is tough, but I have extensive reviews and wear tests of all this stuff, but this is, I reach for it. I like using it. So that's my first complexion of 2026. Also, of course, you knew this would be in here, the IT Do It All Face Balm. This is a great product. I have reviewed a few different shades of it. It's nice, it's easy to use, it has nice medium to full coverage if you build it. It is comfortable, it is beautiful. I am loving the balms and the lick. That's what all of these are in this category, actually, including, well, almost all. This one's a new one, but I have been enjoying it. This is the Clinique Calm Balm. I made a joke to my friend Hannah of Han Beauty 101 the other day. Calm Balm. I want to call it the clam. I want to flip the letters. And then balm has that same, so I keep calling it the Clinique Clam Blam. This is the, I don't know. I know. It's not funny, but to me it is. So this is the Clinique, what I like to lovingly call the Clam Blam. And it is a great, this rivals the IT. And I did a whole review of this and a wear test and everything. I actually think it's a little bit lighter coverage than the IT foundation, just the balm, just a little bit, but I love it. No, I did not put Laura Mercier on this, and a lot of you guys love it, and it's a great product, but it hasn't been one I've continually reached for. And last but not least, the Jones Road Stick Foundation. I have really loved. This one is another newer one that I've been playing with, and as far as stick foundations, this is one of, Tom Ford is still one of my favorites, but this is quickly growing on it. Those are the foundations I'm loving. Also, some extra complexion products that I love. Sarah Creal Color Corrector. I've been using it with her concealer, and I think they are a great team. Or sometimes I just use the color corrector. That's dependent upon your skin shade, of course, so that leaves some people out. not intentionally, but I do like the two of them together. I think her color corrector is great. Paired with her concealer, it's twice as nice. People ask me about pressed powder a lot. I love a loose powder. I do. And I didn't mind the pressed powder, especially the original Givenchy. I know they did us dirty on the reformulation, but I actually do like the Meteorites pressed powder for under my eyes. I don't use it to finish. I just use it to set around the nose and the eyes, and I like it. It comes in a few different shades. I did like I said, a review of this, and it's pretty. It looks nice coming out of your bag, and I think it does have the Meteorite scent, which smells always to me like that pastel candy. And it kind of looks like it too, but don't eat it. I think this is nice. And a lot of people ask me if it would be a nice replacement now that Givenchy did us dirty and redid theirs. I think it would. I've been enjoying mine. I'm not a real powder aficionado though, but I do like powder under my eyes and stuff. This has been doing really well for me, and it's pretty. It's pretty. So I like that one a lot. And my last complexion product has surprised me. I always joke with you guys that I hate any sprays. I don't usually use any sort of, I bought, by the way, just a slight little birdwalk topic. I was influenced and I bought the new One Size spray that is like a tan spray, like a bronzing spray. I want to try it on my legs and stuff too. So I haven't tried it yet. It's not here yet, but you guys might want to remind me if I forget to show that to you, because I'm excited about that. But generally with sprays in the face, it's like someone turned a hose on me. But gosh, do I love this. This is the Kulfi Khili Mist. I use this all the time just on my own. It is so pretty. If I can just show you. It is so, look, I don't even make my funny face because it's so fine. The mist is so fine, and it gives just a little bit of setting, a little bit of shine. Even if it gets in my hair, it doesn't cause it to be weighted down, because I just sprayed my whole face there. I just really like it. I think it's really pretty, and it just adds that nice little bit of finish. So I was surprised how much I like this. I don't have any bronzers. We got a lot of new bronzers. It hasn't really been a huge season for bronzers, and I've still noticed that I reach for my older bronzers. Same thing with highlighters, but one has impressed me. This Lisa Eldridge highlighter, I have the Butterfly Light. This is from the Marilyn Monroe that she did. I just think it's really nice. It's solid. It's not glittery. It doesn't move. It's like a little bit thick, but it's not too mirrored, and it doesn't move. It's not greasy. As you can see, it's not crazy. It doesn't have like a crazy effect to it. It literally just does what it says. It just kind of highlights. It's not a crazy highlighter. So if you want a crazy one for your disco nights, people, this might not necessarily be it. But I think that Lisa Eldridge has really manufactured and watched over this one so it doesn't like drift all over your face. It doesn't melt off if it's too hot. I just think it's a good, no nonsense highlighter, and I've been very, very much enjoying it. Again, all of the info on this are on my individual reviews of these products. I can put a little bit of this one on just for you guys to see if you want to play with it here. Look, it's not crazy, see? It's not crazy. Here's the other cheek that doesn't have it. It's just a no-nonsense one. I like it on the eyes too. Actually, I have it on the eyes. It's just nice. It's nice. Mascara. You know what I love? Chanel has a new tubing mascara. I think it's great, and I'll tell you why. It replaces their original tubing mascara. The original tubing mascaras that we all came to love because they washed off easily were not very dramatic in terms of, they were great in terms of lengthening, but they didn't build a lot, and they weren't dramatic. I like this Chanel because it is a tubing mascara. It does come off easily, in ribbons, but I also like that tubing mascaras lately, and I mentioned the Too Faced ribbon a lot. They're not just lengthening. They also have a little bit of drama, and you still get the ease of it coming off easily. And I do like the Too Faced ribbon for that, although that's not a early 2026 release, but this one is, and I reach for this Chanel a lot. I do like that a lot. For eyeshadow, I don't have a lot on here, which isn't quite surprising for two reasons. Number one, really complicated eyeshadow looks are not that common nowadays. It doesn't mean you can't do them if you love them. Trends be gone, you do you, but they're not that common. And I personally am not a big eyeshadow wearer. I mean, you guys don't Nobody said nobody ever. I'm going to tune into Rebecca's channel to see a complicated eyeshadow look. Like I said no one ever. I do review eyeshadow, obviously, but you're tuning into, you know, you want to see Nikki LaRose do that, not me, right? So what do I love in terms of an eyeshadow palette? I like this YSL Couture Eye Palette. This has 9 different shades of brown. Oh, Rebecca, you're so boring. I admit it. I use these like I would a bronzer. I use them in the crease. I do a one and done. I have a bunch of browns and I do a lot of neutral eyeshadow looks. I mix it with a little bit of like this Lisa Eldridge here, the highlighter, or I use one from in here. I just think this made me re-fall in love with brown palettes. What about the Natasha Denona Tan? Love it. Do I reach for it all the time? No. And my category here for what I wanted to show you guys is stuff that I've been working with and I've been even unconsciously reaching for before I head out the door when I'm not even filming. Okay, so that is one of them. Now let's talk about tools. I want to talk about Sonia G for a moment because first of all, you guys know I love her. For brushes, I use BK Beauty, I use Refer, and I use Sonia G. I would say exclusively on this channel. Sonia G has had these amazing releases, and I'm already in love with her new ones. She has the Traditions T7 and T8. They are Seikoho goat hair natural brushes. We have this one, which is this gorgeous, this was the shape from that summer koi collection. Remember that she did with the little koi fish painted on it? Fantastic. This is a smooth blender. This will even blend concealer for you, so you can use it with hybrid products. It's beautiful. And of course the T8, which does lid and base and also concealer. They have these handles, these kind of figure 8 handles on these brushes. If you haven't seen these before, this Kayaki wood, they're really comfortable on the hand. They don't roll off your table. Really thoughtful designs. And Sonia G has had so many releases in the first part of this year, and there hasn't been a bad one yet. But also I want to point out her Kayaki Kakashibu Celebration set. This one first of all, you get this beautiful wooden keepsake box, which I'm using, and it smells amazing. It's Japanese artisanal wood, but it also gave us 4 face brushes that are amazing. This one is a flat kabuki style. This is of course the CB1. It's like an airy face brush. It's just beautiful. I use this a lot of times for finishing powder to buff into the skin. I've done a lot of videos illustrating this. If you guys haven't seen those videos and you want me to do it again, I will. I'm just rolling through these right now, but I just wanted you I wanted to point it out. These are available now. These are new from Sonia G. These two in particular from this set have kind of a dual end. So we've got that flat end and then a little bit of more of a rounded end on this side. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. This makes it very versatile. We've also got the little up there, see that? So you can get these little hairs, you can get a little bit of product on it, and then you can go gentle or press down hard. I have demonstrated this a lot. I feel like I need to do like a favorite Sonia G brush. I've put it off because it's so hard for me to decide. But if you want to see something like that, let me know. These are beautiful brushes, and these with 2 different sides. So that should illustrate it. Flat, rounded, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know. Sonia G is a brush genius. I think she's a genius anyway. She's an intelligent, intellectual person, which I respect. And she brings that to brush manufacturing. Like, who does that? Sonia G does that. And she does it really well. Okay, the majority of this video is, because it's 2026, going to be blush and lip because we can't get enough. So let's talk about my favorite blushes. Loving this Kosas blush stick. It's amazing. Okay, so this one is the shade Vital. And I reviewed this. And this is such a dark shade, but let me just show you how it blends. I'm going to make a mess here because we're just trying stuff on. Look how dark that is. And I'm barely touching my face. I know I'm making a mess, but I'm barely touching my face. And look at that blend out. I know I made a mess, but wow. And you can use this on lips too. Now, I know a lot of you don't like that going from there to there like that. It's just me though. Don't be afraid. I have no cooties. But look at how beautiful that went. And how dark this is. And I still... So if you have a deeper skin tone too, that'll blend beautifully. It is a lovely product. Lovely product. Now, all of these products that I'm talking to you guys about right here, 2 ways to get to them if you're interested in perusing them. They're down below in my description bar, but also wherever I can, I'm going to timestamp them here on the screen so you can click on them down here below me, and YouTube will take you over there, which is nice while keeping the video playing. Not even to purchase. I love it when you use my links and purchase, but you know, just to take it out, look at other shades and prices and all that stuff. And again, I do have reviews of this stuff. Plus, you guys can see me over on Instagram and TikTok and Threads, and we have a membership here on YouTube. All that information is down below. Make sure you check me out, you guys. All right, let's talk about some other blushes. Of course, you knew I was going to mention this. Some of these are recent releases. I am very, very, very much enjoying the Violette FR Plume blush. Somebody, who was it, who sent me a DM the other day and said, which, if you had to get the Plume blush or the Plume eyeshadow, which would it be? The blush. The Plume eyeshadow is lovely, but I would just use my YSL. I don't reach for it. This one I reach for all the time. This is the ultimate combination of cream to powder. I've said this a bunch of times. I have now featured this Violette blush in 3 different videos because I also have it in an I Bought More Shades video. It is beautiful. It feels like velvet, feels like cream, immediately powder on the face, and it lasts all day. I like the packaging. I don't need the mirror. Some of you would. I just like everything about it. Beautiful, beautiful blush. Continuing on with blushes. Now, some of these blush, I'm not going to talk about too much here because I'm going to do a larger video on them later this week. You heard it here first. And that is the Patrick Ta has his Transitions duo. Okay. Victoria Beckham Beauty has her Stylus, her blush Stylus. And Fara Homidi has her Blonzer. I love these products, and that is controversial of me to say because the Fara Homidi is getting hit with, it's too expensive. I understand that. Victoria Beckham Beauty is getting hit with, it's too expensive. I'm not doing a, by the way, that's not a parody of my audience. I'm just I was trying to make a conglomeration of voices there. I wasn't poking fun because it is terribly expensive. And the Patrick Ta is expensive when you buy both of them and a bit fussy. And I do have coming up, this should be this week, a fussy blush video. That's right, where we talk about, make sure you're subscribed, where we talk about this trend of fussy blush. We used to have fussy eyeshadows, right? Cut, crease, and all sorts of different things. Now we have fussy blush. It's fluffy blush. So at any rate, I will be talking about that a little later this week, but I do love these products, so I wanted to mention it. Now let's talk about lips shades. I did put that Kulfi onto my lips, and boy, it's pretty. So I'm enjoying that, so we won't do too much there. But let's talk about the lip products that I love. This was actually in a sponsored video. I don't care. I love it. Typology right now, limited edition. This is not sponsored. I am saying this of my own free will. And you guys know I love them. Has this lip oil in a summer limited edition tomato red. Oh, it's so cute. First of all, their lip oil is divine. Second of all, and I showed this in the video, look at that shade. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's like a nice warm red. Love it. Favorite that Typology has ever done in their lip oil. Chanel has the new gloss. So pretty. So easy to wear. So many cool shades. So nice. Just a little bit thinner and easier to wear. It's a beautiful gloss. If you like Chanel lip products, and who doesn't? What I was wearing before I put this Kosas over it is the Marc Jacob, and his lipstick is called Hurt and Fast. This is shade 108. It was what I was wearing at the beginning of this video. Here's what I like about this lipstick from Marc Jacobs. It goes on easily and quickly. It doesn't go into lip lines, even if you have a dark shade like I do here. It is easy to wear. It is comfortable. It feels like a balm. It feels nurturing. It feels nice. Love it. Oil and Water Gucci. Amazing lip oil. Again, a deep shade. Beautiful. It's a beautiful. I know they're all reds. I love reds. Okay. In terms of I like YSL for this, but I like Hourglass the best. These kind of blurring matte lipsticks. Merit has a lovely one. Everybody has one, but I think the Hourglass are my favorite. I wish they had more shades. Just put it down there. Like they don't have enough shades. They're very neutral, all of the shades, but gosh, they wear beautifully. You just kind of put them on and they're like your lips, but better. They're lovely. And last but not least in this genre for lips, Kulfi. Okay, so Summer Fridays did this too, but Kulfi is the one I always reach for. This is the Lassi lip liner. This is the shade Flame, and it is such a great lip liner. You roll it up, and boy does it last. Do I have any room here? Here we go. I just get 1 or 2 shades and I use them all the time. They don't go anywhere. You could fill in your lip with it. In terms of a lip liner, this has been my favorite lip liner in quite some time. I like Charlotte Tilbury lip liners. I love Westman Atelier. Those were not the first 6 months of this year. But the first 6 months of this year, Summer Fridays did a great one, but I reach for the Kulfi one all the time. So again, the way that I made this list, you guys, was products that I have used over and over and over again that have been reliable for my own beauty routine in the first half of 2026. I am a few days late, but for the most part, we are halfway through this year. Wow. Those are my favorites from the first half. I tried to make it a manageable list. What did I miss, according to you? Because I value your opinion. We're all beauty lovers here. So what do you like that you couldn't believe was not on my list? And what do you hate that you're shocked was on my list? You're going to have a go at me for those blushes that are expensive. I get it. I hear you. I'm not tone deaf. And like I said, tune in later this week, probably Thursday, I think. I am going to do, I hope Thursday, if not Saturday, I am going to do a fussy blush video because I think it's a trend that we got to talk about. So tune in for that. And let me know any other thoughts. What did I miss? What can you not believe I had on here? And what do I have on here that just enrages you? And you think I'm totally wrong. It's not a good product at all. I want to know. These are just my opinions. What are yours? I'd love to chat with you in comments. Get in touch with me through all my other socials. And I look forward to chatting with you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.